Different face, different name, but the same story. She comes in, she sweeps you in, and somewhere down the line, the same story kind of unravels that you've had in your past relationships as well. And then you keep thinking, am I cursed, or is there a reason as to why I keep attracting such women, or why I have such bad luck with women? Now, the reason that you keep attracting similar kind of women is not random at all. There is a spiritual reason behind why you keep attracting the same kind of women with different name and with different face. And the reason to it and how to break free from it is something we are going to talk about in this video. So, if you're new here, I'm Vesh and I'm a men's relationship coach, and I help men heal with their traumas, attachment issues, and wounded masculinity in order for them to pursue meaningful connection with women. Now, if you want to work on your traumas, your attachment style, even your self worth and confidence as well, you can reach out to me through Instagram. DM me the keyword coach so I know that you're reaching out in order to book a session with me. In the consultation itself, we'll be doing a lot of inner child work, we'll be doing hypnotherapy in order for you to heal these traumas to actually bring about a subconscious change in your personality once and for all so that you don't have to repeat these patterns again and again. So, without any further ado, let's talk about why you keep attracting the same kind of women in your life. Now, I know how frustrating it can be to actually meet someone new only to realize much later down the line that everything is turning out to be exactly as your past relationships. The patterns are same, the triggers are same. It's a new woman with a new face, but the storyline is somewhat the same once again. And then you keep thinking, okay, just because the last relationship ended, maybe you have actually healed that wound. But that is not true. You probably have not healed that wound, which is why you even attracted this very woman in the very first place. And usually, in these cases, when we meet someone for the very first time, there is an intense pull between the two people. There is a familiarity, like I have met you somewhere. And there is so much intense chemistry that also starts unraveling in this whole process. And then you find yourself in a very similar emotional mess that you probably thought you left behind. You find yourself in situations where, initially she's probably very interested in you early on, but as and when time is progressing, she kind of pulls away. She pulls back, and then she leaves you confused as to why exactly did that happen. Or maybe she was fond of you in the very beginning, and over time, she becomes very critical of you. Now, every man has a certain kind of woman that he keeps attracting again and again. And this is particularly correlated to what kind of traumas he's carrying within him. It has a direct relation to his father wound, his mother wound, and it also has a lot of connection to his past life karmas as well. Most of the relationships that you attract into your life right now, these are soul contracts which are designed from before your birth itself. And these are people that you have met 100% in your past lives. And usually the relationships that even hurt us, they have come into this very life once again so that it can trigger us, it can cause us pain, so that we can heal our soul. We can heal the wounds that we are carrying on within us, which are not just alone from this lifetime. It's actually something that has been accumulating since many lifetimes that you have been living. And in spiritual terms, this is known as the karmic loop. Karma is not just about past life debt, it is also about the energetic patterns that you are actually carrying in your soul and also in your subconscious mind. Your subconscious is an untapped ocean. You don't even know what's in your subconscious, but your subconscious has a lot of past life memories embedded in it. It has a lot of triggers and energetic pattern which you are carrying into this lifetime as well. This is why when people do hypnotherapy like past life regression, they remember their past lives because these memories are stored within your subconscious and you are just unlocking them when you're doing something like past life regression. However, even if you do not remember your past lives, these traumas, these triggers all act up in real time in this life too. So, when you meet someone, when you meet a woman who is supposed to teach you a lesson in this life, you will feel the pull. You will get attracted to her because it's not for you to have a permanent relationship with her. but rather it's more about what lessons are lying for you once the relationship kind of ends. What wounds would it actually trigger within you, and how are you going to actually heal them? Because once you heal those wounds, those triggers, those traumas, you're kind of resolving all that karma that you're basically carrying in from your past life. And you attract partners whose energy actually matches your unresolved traumas and karma, even in your subconscious. And until you consciously heal those patterns in this lifetime, you will always be attracted to the same kind of woman, but with a different face and different name. This is why the more and more you heal, the better kind of people you end up attracting in your life. Now, even if I take my life into consideration, if I look at my earliest relationships, these were the most horrific, abusive relationships that I have actually gone through in my life. But over time, the more I healed myself, I actually attracted people who did not give me such hard lessons, but it was more about lighter lessons. It actually moved from being in abusive relationships to, okay, maybe dealing with men who are emotionally unavailable towards me. So over time, the more I healed myself, the better partner I kept attracting in my life. The kind of shit I had to deal with back then won't even come into my energy field ever again, because I am not that person anymore. And all your relationships are just a mirror of the wounds that's already within you. A person cannot invoke a wound inside you that already does not exist in your subconscious and your soul too. Now, these traumas in this lifetime, they are created in your childhood specifically, which is why your soul even chose your exact mother, your exact father, so that they can bring about those exact same traumas in this lifetime, so that you are aware of your patterns, you're aware of your triggers, and you can heal it in this lifetime once and for all. So, this lifetime is basically an accumulation of all the past life karmas that you have, and you can accelerate your journey, heal everything, so that you never have to attract these kind of relationships, even in this life itself. Now, let's talk about how your energy actually magnetizes similar kind of women into your field. Now, your human body is more energy than matter. Your aura, your energy field is constantly broadcasting your belief systems about love and relationship. If you believe that, hey, love means proving my worth, if you believe that love means dealing with bullshit, if you believe that you are unlovable, people always hurt you, you are going to attract a woman who mirrors that exact same wound within you. And she is going to come into your field and you are going to get attracted to her 100% because you unconsciously identify your traumas within her. And even if you feel like relationships are meant to be unstable and relationships are a source of pain, you will attract people into your life who are going to inflict that kind of pain into you. You're going to attract people who will hurt you so that you can heal this pattern inside you once and for all. But what do? We always are in the business of blaming other people. We never take accountability. Humans are really good at being victims and pointing finger outward and being like, okay, this person hurt me. But nobody asks, what is it within me that actually attracted this person into me? Because the faster you can use people outside you as a messenger, the faster you can heal your own wounds. And once you heal those wounds inside you, you do not attract the same kind of woman ever again into your life, because the purpose of that is kind of done once and for all. You might attract a lighter lesson after that. But people do not heal their relationship wounds. People do not heal their childhood traumas. And then they get stuck in that loop again and again. And then they collect more karma in this life, which they probably even die with if you do not work on yourself. And it's not that you consciously want to get hurt, but your energy field, your subconscious brain, which is 95% of your mind, consists of belief systems that, hey, I am meant to get hurt. People always, leave me, or people are always inconsistent with me, or people are always hurting me. And you will for sure attract relationships into your life that's going to reflect your exact subconscious belief system about it. Now, from a psychological perspective, this is also known as the repetition compulsion. You get attracted to the similar kind of traumas in different people because your nervous system feels very familiar in the chaos. Consciously, you feel, okay, this person is very different from the last person I've dated, but your unconscious mind is so strong that it actually picks up on these little cues, which signals to your nervous system, hey, this is a very familiar trap, so let's get comfortable over here. And you don't notice it at first because it's not logical, it's very chemical, it's happening beyond your conscious mind, which is why you get attracted to this person. But your body in this whole process starts giving you subtle clues, which comes up in the form of uneasiness, anxiety, and your job is to listen to your body, your intuition, and your anxiety. Anytime you feel a sense of uneasiness in your body, if you're connected with your emotions, that is a big telltale sign for you to actually pay attention to what is happening within the relationship in itself. Because trust me, if you listen to your intuition, you would never get hurt. But our unconscious wounds are much more stronger than our intuitive channel, which is why we get drawn to these lessons again and again. But once you identify the pattern, once you bring it into your conscious mind, then it's your responsibility to make sure that you're listening to your intuition, you're identifying the red flags, and you're not letting things pass by from your conscious mind into your unconscious familiarity. Now, how do you break the cycle? First thing is identify your pattern. Identify what kind of women are you drawn towards. Start comparing all your exes. What are the similarities in all of them? Do they actually have similarities to any of your parent? Are their personalities similar to your mother or your father? Start making the connection between the people you have drawn into your life, and I can guarantee you that you will find some or the other link which you have to explore. And once you identify this pattern, then you trace it back to the root cause of where did this trauma and trigger come from. You don't have to go into doing past life regression and all of that. You will find the clues in this lifetime, in your childhood as well. And once you find the root of your trauma, actually work on healing it. You can do it in meditations, you can go to therapy, you can work with me, because we are going to unpack your traumas and we are going to make you relive those memories so that those traumas can actually get processed in your mind. Just because you're conscious of your trauma does not mean that you heal it. You have to go into your subconscious mind, into theta brainwave states, into alpha brainwave states, for you to actually relive those memories and feel those emotions. Because when you're feeling those emotions associated with that past rejection, betrayal, abandonment, hurt, this is how you are processing your traumas and you are emptying it out. So just because you feel it and just because you're reliving those traumas does not mean you're going to repeat it again. Reliving them is going to be very painful. I know that for a fact because I have spent months crying when I was healing my trauma. But once you heal that, you never have to look back at it once again in your life because it's done. Maybe sometimes small triggers might come up in the future, but then you have the tools to actually deal with them in real time as well. And it's time to also rewire your attraction. Just because something feels boring, just because a relationship feels boring, does not mean it's bad for you. Maybe it's a sign that, okay, there is no chaos there. Because if a relationship is not exciting to you, sometimes you misunderstand that for the fact that there is no chemistry. But sometimes chemistry is your nervous system crying out loud, saying, hey, please get us away from here, which you completely ignore, and then later on you get hurt. And the more you heal your childhood wounds, the more you stop getting attracted to the similar kind of bullshit again and again, the similar kind of people into your life who triggers the same parts and same wounds inside you because there's no need to actually get attracted to someone like that. In fact, someone who triggers you would become the most unattractive person in your life because the more you are healing your traumas, the more you also fall in love with your own self. And when you are in love with yourself, you don't ignore the red flags. You have boundaries. You ensure that you don't let anyone walk all over you, and you first put yourself on the pedestal above anyone else. Now, spiritually speaking, breaking this pattern is not about going out there and being careful about who you end up dating. It is about becoming a version of you that no longer attracts that chaotic energy into your field, because you don't need to go through that lesson, because you have integrated that lesson in your nervous system and in your subconscious mind through your healing journey. Only two people who are in the same frequency can attract each other. So, the more you heal, the more you are elevating in frequency, the more your vibration is increasing, the more your energy field is updating, and only someone who is a match can come into that. So, even if you've gotten hurt in the past, just remember she was at the same frequency as you were in, and she just had complementary traumas, and you both kind of triggered each other. And as a result of which, things did not work out, and both of you have your own share of healing to be done. But if you understand this mechanism and you heal yourself, you would never attract a same kind of woman into your life ever again. And this is something I can promise you for sure. And even if someone comes into your field who maybe has small patterns within her, try to understand what is it within you that attracted this person into your field, because you have to become a master at using people outside you to understand your inner wounds. And that doesn't mean that they have to be a permanent part of your life. Sometimes you just see those patterns and you say no to them because you don't want to go through that same lesson again. But every time you say no to someone who doesn't align with you, you are moving higher in frequency. You're moving to a higher timeline where only good people can come into your life. So, I hope this episode was helpful and insightful, and I'll see you guys in the next one.